This one gonna hurt a little bit, y'all. So close your, curl your toes. um, I'll read this because this is the first time I wrote something, and I'll read what I wrote, and so we have a lot of people calling people bigots. Okay, scratch that. No, just read it. If it were not for procreation, blacks would be considered subhuman to whites. Let me repeat that. If it were not for procreations, blacks would still be considered subhuman to whites. Two different species cannot procreate. Two different species cannot procreate if it were not that blacks and whites could have interracial sex. Blacks should be thinking mulattoes, for our humanity. Okay, we would be considered subhuman. Just like so let me read. If it is procreation that saved blacks from racism and justified our humanity. That's the bottom line law. If you took it, only humans can have sex with humans and make humans. Procreation. Okay? Now, I'm a ZBrush artist, right? I paint manimals. I've been featured as a buffalo. You can see it, half mix, whatever. All right, I won't get to the point. So my point is anything that is not sex with, that can create life, is considered subhuman. So by the same token, shouldn't homosexuality, any kind of sex that cannot create life, any kind of sex that humans do that does not create life, shouldn't it by the same token be considered subhuman behavior? Okay? If it doesn't create life, if it's a form of sex between two living entities, just like, a child doesn't have the makings, the inner makings in their body to actual create life. You cannot have sex with a child and it will not create life because they are not adequate. They are not equipped. They are not qualified to have sex with normal adult sex. Okay? So they are not equipped. Technically, it is subhuman to have sex with a child, or any animal. Now we know already they're subhumans, but if a man goes into an animal, okay, it does not create life. They can have, if you want to call it sex, you can call it whatever you want, but it does not create life. It is subhuman. By the same token that only two species of the same type, the same exact type of the correct opposite sex, the same species. So it is technological fact that men and women are considered more diverse of a species than a monkey. Men are women, their DNA is actually more different than a man and a monkey. They're scientifically, okay? Anyway, so when God made a woman, he made it suitable. It could not be another man and create life. The behavior is subhuman. Men and men being and women and women is a subhuman behavior. By the same token of the laws that justify humanity. So this is not a human rights issue. Human rights protect life. Okay? We are not, this is not a civil rights issue. We are not protecting life. Life creates if we were protecting life, we would protect man and a woman. Homosexuality does not create life. We are not protecting life. We are not protecting life. You know, it is subhuman behavior. It means we are acting like animals, and a lot of reason why people want to say that we're nothing more than animals is so that we can act like animals. It's for an excuse to act like animals. Okay, I am not calling anybody who is a man subhuman. You are not a man. I'm calling it the behavior. Okay, it is not becoming of a man. Okay, it might be erotic. It might turn you on. You know, chocolates turn people on. Whatever turns people on. Dildos turn people on. You can have sex with them, but it is not. It does not create life. It isn't protectable under the law. You know, you cannot. It is a different entity. It is a completely different entity. You do not have. I look at a picture of a woman on my computer. It does. It turned me on. Any picture, if I draw a picture of a woman, it'll turn me on. That's why I don't draw women. I draw men. I never get finished with the picture. I draw men because they don't turn me on. I can at least finish the artwork. Don't get me started. You know how I am. Hey, man. Anyway. I remember when I was in life drawing class, that's why they call it life drawing. The woman took off her clothes, boy. I ain't drawing. Make a sketch on that paper today. New models. You get new models and as soon as you get out of college, high school. I was like, this woman is standing in class taking off her clothes. So I think we need to differentiate between sexual statutes and standards of immorality and human rights. Okay, so homosexuality is not a human right. That's just something we do. It's no different than picking up a dildo. And nobody is stopping you from masturbating, picking up a dildo, or whatever turns you on. If you want to, I think people getting in, dressing up like Batman and Wonder Woman, or getting their furry suits. To me, that's kind of cute, But it should not be protected under the law. They have things like that, furries. I told you I'm open-minded to a lot of things. I'm an artist. I'm like, whoa. Homosexuality. That lesbians turn men on. Period. Anyway, but it's not. It doesn't create life. It doesn't create life. It should not be considered a human right. It is not a human right. It's just you goofing off. How we move it to the absurdity of a family life. A family life, that's like me taking like 5 dildos and stacking them up. Where they have the one where the bottle, where one comes out of another one, the dolls, the funny little Hungarian dolls, where they have one inside of another one and inside of another one. That's like me taking different sized dildos. I've seen women do that, take different dildos and stack them up and saying that's a family, It does not create life. This is not a human rights civil issue. This is a sexual moral standard statue. Anyway, God bless you all. Love you all, no matter what to float your boat. But come on, let's stick with the truth. Let's use some wisdom at least. God bless you all.